Hi, Dr. Dennis. This is Denner Ripplinger doing my teaching video with Rogelio Bernal. So, I set this flute case down here. As you can see, the latches are pointed down and the logo is on the top. And that is how, on most flute cases, that will indicate which side should be open. So go ahead and undo the latches, and then carefully lower the top half to the ground. So, we have the three big parts of the instrument here. That is the head joint, that is the foot joint, that in this big long one is the body. Alright, so we're going to leave the flute for a second and begin discussing embouchure. So, I want you to make a natural face and think about making your lips soft and pudgy. Not pursed and out, but just sort of relaxed. Like you could just move them around with your finger there. Alright, and for the beginning, we will be starting our air using the syllable poo.
Poo.
Yeah, it's a little bit goofy, but just go with it.
Alright.
So just say that with me, poo.
Poo.
And now do that, except blow out air instead of saying it. So, yeah, that's the idea. Alright, now, watch me do this. I want you to put your hand up to right here below your bottom lip and blow air out like we just did. And try to aim your air for your middle finger here. Alright, go ahead and do it. Alright, so that is more or less the embouchure we'll be making on the flute. We'll refine that when we get to the instrument. But now, I want you... Now, so, what is the name of this part of the flute? Do you remember?
That's the foot.
Yes. What was this one?
That's the head.
Yeah.
And that's the body.
That's good. Good job. Now I want you to take out the body and the foot joint. I'll leave the head joint in there for now. Be careful to try not to grab it where all the buttons and rods are.
Okay.
Where you have it is good. Just keep that in mind. And now, here I'll do it for you first so you can see it. The foot joint connects to the body from here, and you're going to want this rod to be roughly right in the middle of this button. So now you do it. Alright. And next, go ahead and pull out the head joint for me. Alright, and I'll show you. For the head joint, you base it off of the tone hole here and how that relates to this series of buttons. They should be roughly in line. And don't score it in all the way, leave just a couple of inches of this darker part for tuning reasons. Alright, so now let me see you do this. Alright, that looks like you got it. Now, take it back apart and put it back in the case. Okay, now I want you to grab just the head joint for me. Now, hold it in, so you first put the head joint down in your lap. Now, set it to where the tone hole is facing directly at the ceiling. Now, that's the orientation it should be whenever we're playing the flute. It should always be pointed straight up. So now, raise that to your face. Or, actually, before you do that, I'm going to explain something. So, we play the flute with the tone hole here right below the bottom lip, or right along here. So now, let me see you do it.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like roll it inwards towards you with just a little bit. Alright. Now, I want you to try what we did earlier, except now on the instrument. Remember to have a poo start. Alright, so. Alright, so I'm going to draw attention to something real quick. If you look in yourself in the mirror, you notice a little tiny trail of condensation right along here whenever you're playing. That indicates where your air is going. And right now the condensation trail is a little bit off to the side here. So we're going to use that as an indication to try and find your sweet spot.
Okay.
So try it there. Hold on, try it again. Alright, that's getting there. It's pretty close. You may be able to move it to your left just a little bit more.
Like there?
Yeah. Alright. Now, I want you to put the instrument back together again, like we did earlier. Alright, looks like you remembered. Now we need to discuss horn carriage. So I'll take this for demonstration purposes. The main balance points whenever we're playing the flute are on the bottom lip here, the base of our left index finger, and hold on, maybe I have that backwards. No, that's right. The base of the left index finger and the ball of the right thumb. So starting with the left hand, you skip your three fingers here, go like this. You skip one, go over to the next one, skip one, go to the next one, and then the third one just lays on the very next one. So it's skip, press, press.
Okay.
And then the thumb will go right around here to where we call this the machete key, and this is the golf club. It should hover over the machete key. The pinky will rest on top of, we call this the G sharp key, or A flat, whichever you prefer. And the flute will rest upon the base here. So let me see you do that with just your left hand. Your right hand can just sort of steady it, however it feels comfortable for now. Alright, so finger 1, 2, 3 look good. Alright. Yes. Alright, so Okay, so now for the right hand. So we have these fingers here. In the right hand, you'll start with, hold on a minute. Okay, just want to make sure. These last three circular keys around here before it turns into the foot joint are where your fingers will go. Your pinky will rest here. We call this the E flat key. And then your thumb will go in between these two, your index and your middle finger. Alright, so now let's see you put it all together. Alright. Alright, that looks good to me. Now, So these fingers on each hand all sort of form a line, and that's why we call them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
no. Okay, so put the flute down your knot for just a minute.
Right.
So on the left hand, the index finger is 1. You have to sort of put it like this, how you would be when holding a flute. Middle finger is 2, and then the ring finger is 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thumb and the pinky are not part of the line.
Oh, okay, I see. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, got it.
Yes. So then index is 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And that's the terminology we use to refer to those buttons. The pinky and thumb are sort of referred to separately. So now I'll put it back in playing position. All right. Now, so press down all of the keys, and then lift up each one, starting with 6. So lift up 6, and then 5, and then 4, and then 3. Yes, and then 2, and 1. And this actually is a great opportunity to talk about another aspect of horn carriage, which is whenever your fingers are not pressing the keys, they should be hovering to on the buttons pretty closely. So I'm not pressing down anything right now, but my fingers are already
resting on it. Okay.
Yes,
I see.
so they're ready to go whenever I do have to press them down.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. We're at 11. All right, so let's try that. So let's do that again. This time we'll do it slowly in time. So don't do it yet, but I'll count you off. Then you'll go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in that order.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Oh wait.
Wait.
Oh wait. So the 1, 2, ready, and 6, 5. Can we do it like that?
Yeah. Yes. All right. So 1, 2, ready, and. All right. So this time I actually want you to say 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as you do it. I didn't make that clear, so that's. All right. So try it again.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, that's good. Now let's try it the other way. Start with all your fingers up, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
All right. 2, ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. And we do the drills this way because in general, that's how you're not very frequently going to be holding just 2 and like 6 or whatever. They usually kind of work in a line like that. There are some exceptions, but most of the time you can rely on that being the case. So now let's start with all of them closed and then go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to? All right.
Yeah, we can try that.
Okay. 1, 2, ready.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hold 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. Now let's try it in reverse, starting with 1, pressing them all down and then going back up. 1.
Well, yeah, pressing them down and then opening them back up again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So now I want to go back to the head joint for a minute just to review the sweet spot we talked about earlier.
Mm.
So go ahead and detach that, and you can leave the rest of the flute in your lap for now. Or if it makes you more comfortable, you can put it on top of the case.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not in a very level chair.
Yes. Which is our ideal, I suppose.
Okay.
All right. So let's review what we did earlier. Looking in the mirror. I'm gonna see if you can find that sweet spot again. Paying attention to the condensation trail. If you're having trouble seeing that, let me know and I can help you.
Okay.
Remember to use poo articulation. Alright, it looks like you have a good start for that. So now let's try playing that on the instrument. So go ahead and screw it back in.
We might need to scoot over here because it might be hitting the wall.
Yes. That's alright.
Yeah.
Alright, to make things a little bit easier for this very first time, I want you to not hold the buttons, but just kind of hold your flute like this, like.
Okay. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, just while we're getting the embouchure down. If you need to move the bench, you can.
No, I just need to move the stand so I can see myself.
Oh, okay. All right, now let's try making. Let's see here. Is that? Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and try doing the same thing with the full instrument. Just keep playing. Just want to see. All right. I'd say that's a pretty good start. See here, we're getting up there in time, so I think I'll let you go for today. But first, I want to go over putting the instrument back up.
Mm-hmm.
So you've already go ahead and just put them back in the case, like you have been.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I guess on flute this is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Alright, then just lift that back over and then latch the latches and you're set. Alright, thank you.
Alright. No problem. Yeah. It was pretty
Alright.
fun.